Hi Marc.
Hi. You okay?
Yeah. Right, would like to start. Jack, do you want to start?
Patrick, congratulations.
Thank you.
Ideal way to end the season. It's been a fantastic season for players as well.
Yes, it's been a really good season, and it wasn't the best way, I would say, to end up the season. Managed to win the game against United because of what they represent as well in the Premier League. So I was really pleased because we won and we had another clean sheet at home. So that's a good way to end the season.
You spoke on the pitch about coming back with higher ambition next season. What do you think you can do after a season like this?
I think it's all about, as a manager, as a coach with the staff, keep maintaining the level of the quality of the players. And of course, with the way we work and expecting them to improve, try to bring those couple of players that will help us to be more stronger as a team. We have to keep challenging ourselves, and we want to be ambitious. And then after, of course, we have to perform to allow ourselves to be in a good part of the table.
Thank you. Adrian, do you want to take the mic?
Patrick, now your first season is over. How do you reflect on it, particularly in the context of maybe what you hoped or expected at the start of the season?
Yeah, I think it's been really good. I'm really happy with the staff, the technical staff, the medical staff, the way we work, and we managed to have players training every day, and majority of the players to get involved for selection, I will say it. So it's been positive. It's been positive. It's good that I did not listen a lot about what people was expecting me to achieve this season. I put my head down with the rest of the staff. We work well, we work hard. We went through a difficult period, but we didn't change our philosophy. We knew where we wanted to go, and even in a difficult period, we managed to stick together. And when now at the season we're looking at where we are, I'm pleased with that.
Just on that, for yourself personally, your first season obviously managing the Premier League, how satisfied are you with how it's gone, and what have you shown the people of yourself as a manager? Yeah,
I think it's really good, because of course it's not easy when you come into a football club and there is a really big turnaround and young players coming through. Of course, there's always going to be a question about if those players will adapt themselves. It is a question about the young new managers coming to the Premier League. There's a question mark if he can deal with the pressure of the game, I will say it. But the support has been fantastic. From the sportive director Guehi to the chairman, we work well, and we always had a clear idea about where we wanted to go. We knew that during the season it will be a difficult period, but we always managed to stick together and try to take the positive, and that helped us to manage those difficult periods. So the support has been really good.
Thank you. Edmund?
And Rak-Sakyi, his first Crystal Palace start today, how do you think he did?
He played 2 games, Chelsea, United, so he's been challenging, but difficult, of course, and he shows some quality, and he's a really promising young talent. So we have to create those kind of pathway for those young players to play more minutes, and the next couple of days, couple of weeks, we will have some decision to make regarding his future, of course.
Marc Guehi was walking around in a protective boot. How bad is his injury?
He's swallowing quite a lot, so we just need to wait a couple of days to see how the swallowing will go down.
Okay. Matt? And then Alex.
Hi Patrick. Just again on Rak-Sakyi, obviously a really good performance from Wilfred Zaha today. How much can he learn from playing 66 minutes alongside Wilfred?
Yeah, I think like Wilfred and Jef, those players who know well the Premier League, play their part on helping him to feel confidence and to play as best as he can. And I think we have in the dressing room some positive leaders that he can take from and try to improve. And I was really pleased with his 65 minutes here.
Has anyone sort of taken him under their wing or like looked after him in particular? Or
no, I think he's really he's close to Wilfred, he's close to Jef. I think there's a really good group of players that I know that will talk a lot with him at halftime before the game. So he needs those kind of words that can build his confidence.
And you talked about making a decision on his future. What will that entail? How will you make a decision whether to loan him out next season or whether to...
Yeah, I think all the options are on the table. We just need to find the best way for him to keep improving himself and to play games, and this is what we need to reflect on.
Thank you.
Paul.
Actually, now you've had a chance to reflect on Everton. Are you still angry about what happened there, and do you regret all your reactions?
No, I think the Everton incident is bigger than just that incident, because when you look at it in the Premier League, there was a lot of field invasion that can cause trouble, and I think there is a real issues here to reflect on and try to see what is the best way to manage it and to deal with it.
Did you sort of fear for yourself or your players' safety in that time?
You don't know what can happen. And when you don't know what can happen, of course, you fear for anything for the players, and we want to be safe. And the best way to do that is really to reflect on what is the best way for those kind of stuff not to happen on the field. Because as a coach, as a manager, as a staff, as a player, we want to be safe in our workplace. So I think there's a big issues, I will say, in the FA Premier League plate to deal with, but they need as well, I believe, the support and the club and the players to get involved as well. I don't think it's only the FA can deal with it. I think the Premier League, everybody has to take responsibility and see how and what is the best way for those things not to happen anymore.
If you were to be punished for your reaction, would you accept?
I'm not there yet. So I will participate with the FA and talk about the incident and give my opinion and give my view. And again, it's not about just that incident. It's about all the incident, and I think it happened too often in the last couple of weeks. And we need to reflect on that and make a decision so players, staff, and even fans can be safe going to watch football matches.
Thank you. Alex.
Alex.
Wilfred Zaha, 14 Premier League goals. You've worked with the whole season now. Just reflect on how has it been for you and what you made this campaign?
It's always two ways of seeing it. The first is he scored 14, and I think he had really good opportunities during the season to be around 20, 24 goals, I will say it. So that means there is a side that he has to improve. Saying that, every game at home or away, there is a guy that I will trust. You understand what I mean? So when he's on the field, he played, he will fight, he's a winner. So it's been a really good season, and there's, I hope, more to come from him.
What can you do to push him to get those negative goals?
But I think the team has to play better, and I think there is a potential where we can play better. We can create more chances that will allow him and the rest of the forward players to score more goals. And I think we scored a good number of goals this season, but we can score more.
And finally, Conor Gallagher played his last game on his loan from Chelsea. Now that's done, the season's done very recently, but what was your thoughts about his future? Would you like to bring him back?
Yeah, I think the fans love him. I love him. The players in the dressing room respect him and love him. And I think it was a really good season for Conor. I think what make us proud as a team, as a football club, is that he came a year and he spent a year with us, and he's leaving this football club as a really different player. He's an international player now. So we play our part, and you look at the way he played today, and I think he played his part as well during the season. So it's a win-win. And now the decision is on his hand and Chelsea. And we are really pleased, really happy with the year that he spent with us. And now we wish him good luck, all the best. We will keep following, of course, and we have to wait and see what's going to happen. But of course, we may have a player in the squad already who can replace him.
Thanks, Alex. Last one's from Marc.
Patrick, wins against United, City, Arsenal, Spurs this season. Is one thing that you don't want to change for next year, is that mentality against those big clubs? You want to make sure that stays for next season?
Yeah, we just have to keep challenging ourselves, and against those teams that you just mentioned, I think we performed well. We knew that, we have to be our best to get a result. But what next year we have to go to a different level is to try to be more consistency about the way we're performing, and regardless the team that we are facing. And I think this year it was we were lack of consistency in our performance.
And then you mentioned there about Wilf being one of those senior players as well. But another one is obviously John Ward, who came in and centre back today, put in a brilliant performance as well. How important is he? Yeah,
we talk about the positive role model that I like to have in the dressing room, and we have a couple of those players. And Wardy, you play him as a left back, you play him as a right back, you play him as a central back. He's just happy to be on the field and give the best for the team. And today again, as a central back, we didn't have time to work on that, but he put his heart on the field and work and fight, and that is good for us to have players like that.
And there might be some players out there, I know obviously Conor, but some of the permanent guys who could have played their last game for the club today and got to say goodbye to a lot of fans. Obviously, when that changeover of players happens, it happened last summer, happened this summer, how much work needs to be done to make sure you replace the leaders in the dressing room as well as those technical players as well? Yeah, I think it's always important to have the right balance between young players and experience, between how many players come in and how many is leaving. Those players give a lot to this football club, and that is why this window will be massively important for us, and less mistake we will make, and better it will be for us.
Great, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.